For me, it's actually a stress reliever. It's kind of odd, but it works for me. And it's that I don't give a damn space.
That's a real one. That's one. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And it's crazy because when I go there, I find peace.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not saying I like it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And while I'm there, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But it's a safe place
To get away.
because I know I'm not going to stay there.
Right.
But for right now, just
You
don't
good.
mess with me, man. I'm good.
Yeah.
You know, my son showed up on the wrong day. We want to talk about one of the wrong situations. That's the son, the day ain't the day. He's 42 years old. I said, son, and then when I went in on it, Dad, what's up? I said, son, I told you today wasn't the day.
Right.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm
Bro,
different.
Nah, you good. You good.
Bro. That's what, but see, that's what people need. They don't need that watered down Kool-Aid, you know what I'm saying, without, you know.
Yeah, because see, my dad only had third grade education, he had a speech impediment.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he was. We'll talk about him later. But that was my man. That was my mentor, my hero. So he's responsible for my foundation and how I process. His dad, in 1942, and you only get a copy of my story or my book that tells the story. Margaret Jake was murdered by the Ku Klux Klan in Scrivener County in 1942. And Dad always told me about the story, and I always, Dad, what'd you do? But son, here's how it was. What happened to the trial? The judge said that, well, the man apologized for what you want me to do. But a 12-year-old black boy shot him. So there's a story behind it, and I put it. My point is, you know, when I find myself in that space, I think we're so quick to go to the spiritual. Well, I wonder how God feels. Well, first of all, I ain't got to know about God. God knows me better than I know myself. So once I said that, and you cannot theology me.
Come on.
Okay, because I've got the training, I've got the degrees. And so at the end of the day, I'm not trying to go, no, God really knows me. I can't even process how well God knows me.
Right.
But when I'm in this space, it's safe because now, I'm not going to jump on no bridge. I ain't that bad.
Yeah. Right.
You know, but for right now, if I could just have this time right here,
Yeah, man.
just for this afternoon, I'm gonna go do Bonanza rerun. I'm a Western guy.
Yes,
Yeah, got you.
I done done all the Bonanza.
And you've been a
I watched every episode ever created. Right? But then when I come out, now we can talk. Now I may not be healed, but I'm ready to go the next
Go to the next step.
You understand? And I think that's where we err as men, is that we don't allow ourselves that space. And I got a and I want to really, when you said street and prison, I got some of these guys. I make entrepreneurs out of these guys. I have a program where I set them up to become businessmen. But I got one who's 52 right now. It took 13 years. He's just at that point now where he realized. I mean, I can't even introduce him to most people because of his FBI profile.
Jesus.
I know how many police officers he's taken out. I know why they out of Baltimore. You know, I've done this documentary, but for 13 years I thought I was there, and I wasn't there. And so finally one day I told my wife, I said, baby, you know what? I was in my own space. One of those moments, and I used to always say, I'm tired of you. I'm tired of you, man. I'm done. And Gail will tell you, the last situation happened a year ago. We bought a motor home, and I'm coming to a point here. We bought a motor home. We're doing our personal healing tour.
Right.
After 40 years of ministry, we're going to take a 30-day personal healing tour. Drove ocean to ocean. We're driving through Texas. I get a call from the Montgomery County Police Department. Brother Black, yeah. You know Glenn Knott, yeah. Can you do a recorded message and tell him to stand down? Stand down for what? Against SWAT.
What?
What the heck? Gail was the one I sent over there because she knows him. And she talked him down.
Really?
They had to break protocol. My point is, I was telling you about how tired I was, because this is like the 15th time.
Right.
I done lost maybe $10,000 in bail money. I mean, you name it, I done been through all that. I'm telling everybody, I'm tired of him because I done been through all this stuff. And one day I realized I was there, but I wasn't there. I had created a space for him, but I was traveling.
That's it.
I haven't been to that dude. I felt good about the space I was providing.
Yep.
The apartment in my basement that I was letting him use with. I felt, but I wasn't talking to him. I was on the road making, I was getting paid, bro.
Come on.
I'm speaking to Aboriginal young people in Australia.
Right.
I'm speaking in Kibera slums in Kenya, in South Africa, in Bangkok, and all the other places. I'm in Nairobi. I know, Russia, not Nairobi. I'm in Russia.
Yeah.
The city of Russia.
Moscow.
Huh?
Moscow.
I'm in Moscow. I'm in Moscow, but I'm feeling good because I think I'm mentoring because I'm giving him a place.
And I think that's where a lot of us end up, not present, but
Right.
oh, go ahead.
And my conclusion is, I had to call timeout because I had not taught him how to do what I just told you that I did.
Right.
And that's why I had to back up, and that's why I brought him back under my wing now that he's out. I think he's ready now, but I'm also ready.
Right.
Pastor, just to piggyback on that, do you think he felt that you weren't paying enough attention to him? I mean, do you actually think he felt that
He
way?
didn't have the bandwidth to know. He wouldn't even know the difference. He was grateful. He's always been grateful. So in his mind, if he heard me say what I just said, man, he was, oh no, Pastor, no, we didn't let you go out like that. I felt he was coming to the point where he was idolizing me too much, and I didn't deserve it, and he was misreading some things.
Right.
Because you have to come and correct that stuff.
Yeah.
Come on
I'm
now.
like, bro, no, it doesn't work. And thank God for a wife who's not intimidated, because I needed her permission for him to stay in my basement.
Right.
You know, and so forth. So we in ministry together, but then people don't realize these are some of the safer people to have around you.
They're protectors.
Yeah.
My wife never felt safer.
Right.
The neighborhood never felt. I mean, first he tattooed all over, all that and LK all over him.
That'll keep the right word
And
down.
I show you a picture right now. Show you a picture right now. He's 389, 6'5". Anybody gonna mess with that?
That's a monster.
Yeah.
But you gotta have discernment.
But people do ask that question, how do you? Because people don't know how. I'm just saying I had to check myself.
Right.
And come back because the space I just told you, I'm trying to teach him how to find that himself. You know what's so funny about these sessions is that when you plan things like these, we can have our content, but you have no idea what direction it's going to
Right.
go.
Right.
That's
You've never
good.
met before, and when you sense the Spirit of God comes into a situation, everybody, we have a presenter, but everybody gets a chance to participate with the facilitation of it. And then in the end, the brother made the point he just made. That's all God. You
Yes.
know, and that's why I serve him, y'all. But
It's not like him.
as we transition.